Hello Year 2 students, welcome back. We're up to lesson 13. My name is Ella and I'll be your teacher today. Last lesson we had a look at 3-digit numbers. We learnt to make them, draw them and write them. And congratulations to those people that could fill up their whole page or finish their deck of cards with our 3-digit number game. So we'll start with what we need, and today really what we need is just our book and something to write with. Okay, let's start with our number talk warm-up. All right, let's have a look at what we've got today. We have 3 in the hundreds. We have 5. We have 11 in the tens. And we have 3 in the ones. Who sees something tricky here? I certainly do. That's right, 10 of these is one of those. We've done this lesson before. So let's take 10 of these and make one of those. 10 tens will make 100. So if I can take that out to start with, and place it over here. Lots of lines because I know there's 100 in there. I now can recount my number. Okay, so instead of having 11 tens in our tens column, I've moved 10 over to make 100. Okay, let's count again. What number do you have now? Okay, let's see if you're right. We have 4 hundreds. We have 1 10. And we have 3 ones. Our number is 413. Okay, great. What's 2 ways to write this number? 2 other ways that we might be able to write this number. Have a think. Warming up. Here we go. We can partition this number to 400 and 110 and 3 ones. So I can partition 413 to 410 and 3. Okay, let's try that one more time. I can write this as 4 hundreds. I can write this as 1 10. And I can write this as 3 ones. 2 different ways to write 413. Okay, thinking cap's still on. Let's think about this. What happens to this number if I take away, 100? If I take away 100, what do I have left? Let's try it here. I had 413. I'm going to take away 100. So I have 1, 2, 3 in my hundreds column. I have 1 in my tens and 3 in my ones. 413 take away 100 will give me 313. One more. Let's take away 2 ones. What's 2 less than our number? Let's take away 2 ones. Okay, so I have 413. I'm going to take away 2 ones. So what's 2 less than this number? I can see it is 4, 1, 3. Let's write that out. Equals 4, 1, take away 2. Check my answer. Take away 2 will be 411. I hope you got that right, and I hope you had fun looking at our place value number talk. Okay, so today our lesson's learning intention is to say and write in words our 3-digit numbers. More practice with our 3-digit numbers. So today we're going to group and partition numbers in hundreds, tens and ones right up to 1,000 and maybe beyond. And we'll know we can do this when we can read and write 3-digit numbers in numerals and words. Let's go. I've got some really special maths equipment in front of me today. They are called arrow cards and they help us make these 3-digit numbers. So let's have a look. I have, for instance, 600, I have a 50 and I have a 2. I'm going to put these on top of each other, placed on an arrow just like that. So I can see that this 3-digit number is 6 in the hundreds, 5 in the tens and 2 in the ones, 652. And I can very easily partition this number to see what it's made of. I can see now it's made of a 600, a 50 and a 2. This is going to help me say my numbers, understand how to partition them and write them out in words. Okay, let's get going. Okay, let's do some more. Let's have 391. 391. Let's put them together to see the number. 391. 3 in the hundreds, 9 in the tens, 1 in the ones, and if I pull them apart I can see this number is made of 391. 391. Let's try one more, then we're going to draw it. So let's try 245. 245. Let's put them together. 245. 2 in the hundreds, 4 in the tens, 5 in the ones. And I'm going to pull them apart, partition, so I can see this number is made of 245. Okay, so now remember we're going to make it, draw it, and then write it. Here we go. I'm going to use this example of 245. So I have the number 245. It's made up of 200. And I'm going to draw my arrow card. And it's made up of 40, and it's made up of 5. This one's a bit too long. Okay. When I place them together, I have 245. Now to write that number in words, a little bit tricky, spelling meets maths. We're going to go 200 Lots of learning here about which 222 you use, but this is the one we use today. As a number, it's 200 and, just remember that and's there please, because that's a very important and to say. 200 and, here we are, 45. Okay, 245. Write it, draw it, and say it in words. Okay, so here is our lesson activity for today. I would like you in your learning book to go through these activities one by one. Let's have a look at the first section. Say and write these numbers. Just like my arrow cards on the desk. What do these make? What do these numbers put together make? And the next part is I'd like you to draw the arrows for these numbers. It's partitioning. So 456 looks like what with our arrow cards? How do we partition those numbers into our hundreds, tens and ones? Press pause and do your best work. Okay, so let's reflect on our lesson so far. We've had a look at practicing our 3-digit numbers by saying them and writing them down. And we used these arrow cards, our special arrow cards, to help us put the numbers together and partition them out. So let's finish our reflection with 3 more examples. We have 841. If I put them together, 841, I will say this number as 841. Let's remember the and, 841. All right, let's have a look at our next example. We have 175. When I put these together, 175, I'll say this number as 175. All right, and our last one is a pretty special number. I can ask you a special question about it too. We have 999. Let's put them together. 999 makes a fabulous number. 999. My question is, what comes next? I hope you know. Let's go for our takeaway task today, and it's a pretty special one too because it's my favourite game ever. It's about license plates numbers or car number plates, and you can see them everywhere. Okay, and most license plates will have 3 digits. We can put these 3 digits together to practice our 3-digit numbers with saying them as words. So I would like you to have a look around. Maybe if you're driving somewhere, you can collect some numbers. Maybe you're allowed to have a look at some license plate numbers near you. Or maybe with some adult supervision, you might have a look at some cars that are going past where you are. Okay, keep safe. Let's have a look at some car number plates that I have had a look at this week. All right, so the first one is a license plate that has 722. The digits 722. So I can write that down and I can say that number. This number is, that's right, it's 722. That's my first car number plate, 722. My second card number plate, you may be able to read, is 4, the digits 4, 7 and 3. 4, 7 and 3. 4 hundreds, 7 tens, 3 ones. How do we say this number? 473. Well done. Okay, the last car number plate I found was 6, 6 and 3. The digits 6, 6 and 3. And I can see this number as my hundreds, my tens and my ones. And to say this number, I say 663. Here's the and, 663. I'd also like you to write them in words. Now, I wonder if you can fill a page of car number plates and use those digits to make our beautiful 3-digit numbers to say and write. Okay, have